Welcome, everyone, to season 2 of the Coplan Cabana. We live in the south end of Louisville, Kentucky, at the Coplan Cabana, where Kimmy does all the work and they're just here for the show at the Coplan Cabana. Cha cha cha. So tell me, did y'all miss doing this on a weekly basis?
Doing what? Because we didn't do
Yes.
anything.
You didn't hear anything?
I said we didn't do anything.
Did you miss hearing that on a weekly basis? Because Anna, I know you didn't watch the podcast. I know Lil didn't watch the podcast. Ellie, maybe?
I watched the excerpts.
Well, that's better than nothing.
She watched the stuff that automatically populated when she opened social media.
Well, because I posted it. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. So, like, it showed up, like, it put itself in front of her. She did not seek it out.
That's not true. I seeked them out. I seeked out mine. I didn't realize the first one this lady was going to use was the one time I cried. That's, of course, the part she uses.
I solved all of that by not crying.
I
know, it's great for my mental health.
What it must be like to be a cold-hearted bitch.
Hey, there ain't no videos of me crying on the internet.
Not yet. Karma has a funny way of coming back, Ho.
For each of our episodes in December, I posted excerpts to my TikTok page, to Facebook, and to Instagram.
Can I do a test real quick? I just want to see if you all can hear my keyboard still or not.
It doesn't. Yes, we can hear it, but the listener, when I play it back, I cannot hear it. So don't worry about it.
I do like, though, that she was like, I want to see if you can still hear my keyboard real quick, and then proceeds to not even fully type.
Well, I was typing. I was just typing the same two letters. Can you all hear it?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the question. Would you?
I was going to say, the listener can't hear it, but it is very annoying for us to try to talk through hearing it, even though the listener can't.
Which is why I asked you all if you could hear it. So then I
and we
word does
responded
not
with
have an
yes.
X in it.
We responded with yes. So that's the answer. Okay. So, let's see, I posted 2 of Lil's. She got a little over on Facebook, got a little over 200 views on each. I would say, so I'm not finished with Ellie's yet. I posted 2 of Anna's. One of hers has over 500 views. And Ellie's, I only have 1 posted so far. I'm going to post the other one later today, but she has over 300 views on hers. That's just Facebook. So that's a good, what I'm trying to do.
What I'm hearing is that Anna's the most popular still.
Still?
Yeah, still.
Mine has only been on for half the time as Anna's, and it's almost reached her. So
I was going to say, I feel like before you even started saying the numbers, I feel like Ellie's is going to get more than mine.
I mean, probably, but at the moment.
I mean, Kim Kardashian does have a famous meme literally crying. So I'm on my way there.
That was your contact photo for me.
That's why I was saying that she's still the most popular, is that at the moment, she's still got more views.
Yeah. Ellie's contact photo for, like, on my phone for the longest time was a picture of her crying. And it was specifically to reference the Kim Kardashian meme of her crying. Because it's the same, like, over dramatic. Oh, look, we have a guest.
So the one that has over 500 views for Anna is where she talks about ADHD and how her brain doesn't work the same as a normal, I guess, considered normal brain works. And the one that's going strong for Ellie is the one where she talks about her arthritis. So we'll see. I'm going to be posting some more.
The one where she's crying?
She starts to cry, yes. So, how did you all like our single episodes? Did you enjoy that part, or did you miss having others?
I mean, I think it's a good dynamic of ours for like all of us to like bounce off of one another. But it was nice to have time and like complete thoughts without somebody chiming in.
I was gonna say I like all of us being together, like the four of us, because we do like these. Anna and Lil rage bait each other, and yeah, it's just our family dynamic. But ours, mine and Mom's, was very centered on a certain topic that Anna and Lil wouldn't have had anything to add to. So I feel like
Well, I think mine and Mom's were too. Like you all wouldn't have had any. You all wouldn't have been able to add anything to a conversation about ADHD.
That's doubtful considering I'm pretty sure I might have it, so.
Why is she here?
Given it's not as bad as yours,
She's the third
I
Coplan.
still got it. And you're right. I mean, I can leave if you don't want me here. I got sleep to do. Like, I had shit I was doing today. So if you don't want me here, I can go to sleep, like, now.
Lil, I want you here, so that's what matters. I can't get your name
Okay,
right,
so
but
then
I
Anna,
want you
shut the
here.
hell up.
So like it was nice to have a conversation like centered on one topic without like centered on our own topics because you know, whether she thinks she has it or not, she's not diagnosed with it. But like, you know, I'm not really 100% certain what Lil's topic in her episode was, but like, you know, I'm the only one with like ADHD, mental illness type thing. Ellie has, you know, an actual what's it called?
Autoimmune
immunocompromised.
disease.
Immunocompromised, yeah.
And
Or
it's really
arthritis.
catching me right now. It's really catching me lacking.
What'd you used to say? Praying on your downfall? I was gonna say Lil's the only one with like a hearing problem.
I guess maybe we talked about ASL, but
Yeah.
Lil was the only one that brought questions. Like she came prepared, 100% ready to participate in a conversation.
And that's why she's the only one in college.
Well, Ellie came with a
You'd be
topic, and
surprised
so
I
did
lasted
you.
this long in college. Like, let's be so real. I'm surprised I
I
lasted
was
this
about
long.
to say we had already pre-discussed that our topic was going to be about GLP-1. So why would I bring questions when one, you're going to ask me those questions and I'm going to turn them around and ask you the same question. So what do I need questions for?
I wasn't trying to call you out for not bringing them. I was just telling you she was the only one who did. That was the difference in hers versus you all's. Wasn't saying it was right or wrong. I feel
That
like
face Ellie made means she don't believe you.
it doesn't matter if she believes me or not. What I wanted to say is that now that we've started at the beginning of the year, I feel like we should set a schedule where we have gaps of times where we take breaks so we don't get burnout on doing this. That gives, me time to catch up if I get behind. So I was going to recommend like maybe do y'all want to do every 2 months? So that would be every 8 episodes, take 2-week break, and then do 8 more episodes, do a 2-week break. I'm just making numbers up here. I'm open to suggestions.
I was gonna say instead of because what that's doing is creating another calendar, basically, that we have to remember. Half of us are already working on the same calendar. So I was gonna say we take a break every time Ellie and I don't have to work a Monday.
No, I don't want to do it like that.
I like that option every day. They don't have to work on Mondays. Not that
But
bad.
that's very sporadic.
No, it's not. It's
No, it's not.
holidays.
It's holidays. It's always around a holiday.
Yeah, but
breaks
then
around
what
the
if
holiday.
they robocall you on a Monday?
Well, I'm saying we go by the calendar that our work already gives us for the pre-prescribed days off.
So so that's going to be this.
I can literally send you a copy of the calendar.
No, I mean that doesn't seem like it's going to be enough. How many Mondays on vacation you're gonna get Martin Luther King, you know you're gonna go to Memorial Day. What's between that?
Easter?
Easter. So y'all are off on the Monday? Okay. Easter's like middle to late April. So that and I don't think we should take another break on Martin
No,
Luther
wait,
King.
well,
That's
hold on.
coming up.
I
Well, I
agree
don't
with
think
that. Hold
I
on,
don't
I
think
agree
we
with
should
that
I don't
because
think we should
go
take
ahead.
one for Martin Luther King either, but you said every couple months. Well, that puts us to March anyway.
Well, no, it would put us to the end of February, and then with March would be when the break would happen.
Well, so
Yeah,
let's do one, you know, end of February, and then since we're not going to do one for Martin Luther King,
Okay.
do one for the end of February, and then from there we do it based on mine and Ellie's work calendar.
So the next, when is Easter? Alexa, it's the 5th.
bro. No, you didn't. I know you didn't just call for an Alexa knowing there's not one down here.
I was going to say, is there even one in the basement? Like in the
No,
entire
there's
basement?
not. She just called out for an Alexa that doesn't exist in here.
And there's a computer literally sitting right in front of her face,
In
and I
front of
know
her.
she's
She's
got her
on a
phone in her
computer
hand.
right now. And then she
Y'all be
calls out
haters.
Priya Shanae that's not here. Haters,
Don't
bro.
be
You
praying
just
on my downfall because I got magic and you don't. I mean, come on.
okay.
Okay, so
to
that would
refer
be
to Anna, don't
so
say
that
stupid
would
shit.
be the 4th and the 11th. Well, I think we should just go on and go. I don't think we should break in March. We should just go on to Easter since April the 5th. I mean, it's if we're going to
I
follow
was ready to
that.
say, is Easter her
And then
computer
do we take
frozen?
2 weeks or we just take a week?
I think we should do the break in March and then the break at the end of April because the end of April is going to be finals week for me, and I'd like to not have to have 47 things on my plate when I'm trying to work on school. So I actually appreciate that break, and I
What
feel like that's
break?
a great idea.
What
I
break?
didn't
Break at
even
the
get
end
to
of
finish
April.
hearing what Mom was saying because her screen froze.
Oh, am I froze now?
No.
Well, I was saying if we did it and we did when's your finals, Lil?
My finals are because April 22nd is the last day of class, and then April 23rd is my final for ASL, and then I also have a final for my glassmaking class, but I'm not sure when that's gonna be. So yeah.
I don't know, maybe I could just sit down and figure it out. Anna, you get me the calendar. We'll sit and compare, and maybe we just do
Because
breaks all around the
what I
schedules.
don't want to happen is me spend every single Wednesday being like, is this the week we're podcasting or is this the week we have a break?
Well, Mom always sends us a podcast Wednesday thing.
But
At
I could make a
7:00
calendar,
in the morning.
and it'll have my suggested dates on it. Not all of them will likely align with y'all's Mondays off because I also want to accommodate Lil in her final
Well,
schedule.
and I wasn't saying that they all had to line up perfectly. I was just saying that that's a good starting point for making one.
Okay. So I'll work on that and I'll have it ready for next week. But
I'm happy with that.
I like us having breaks along the way so we don't get burned out and we don't need 52
What if we're
episodes.
already burned out?
Literally.
Then stop coming.
Fair enough.
I was gonna say we should at least do our shutdowns.
Yeah.
And then you find the middle point in between the two shutdowns.
Because our shutdowns are usually the times that we go out of state. So that would make sense that that's a time that we take a break.
Okay. Well, I want to take an opportunity for us to kind of go around the room and do our topics. I would like to suggest Lil goes first. She did start school today and she needs to go to sleep so she can go to work tonight.
What grade?
And it's more grades than you've been to.
Junior part 2. I'll
Lil?
probably say that, junior part 2. So yeah, today was my first day of school. I didn't go to work last night. I was gonna go to work last night, and then I forgot that I'd put on my vest and had it on with me when I got into the house because I was pissed off at work. So didn't take it off. Forgot it at home. And then when I got to work, I decided I don't even want to be here. I'm calling in. So called in when I was in the parking lot, came home, took a nap after like sitting on my computer for 2 hours. But yeah. And then I went to sleep and I woke up at like 8:22 because mom needed me to clean my room for these people who were cleaning the carpet. She freaked out because she didn't know I was home. And she unfreaked out when she realized why I was home. And then got up, got ready, and then went to my first class, intro to glassmaking. The teacher's cool. I like him, but the space is small, so it changes how my schedule is going to work for this semester, which is why I also agree that the end of April like break would be well deserved. Um, so yeah, um, went to class. It was cool. I spent 3 hours in there. We toured the hot glass area that we'd be working in. And then we got to see the cool glass area. We got to see the seminar room and the kitchen, the workshop, like all the stuff that goes into maintaining the center. Because it's the Sesman Center or something, whatever. But
Where is
the
it?
building. It's downtown Louisville. It's right off Brook Street, and if you keep going straight where all them those hospitals are, you take a left, and there's like a parking center right there, and it's attached to the building. So it used to be part of the building as the parking center, but then U of L bought it, and it was literally just concrete and walls, concrete floor and concrete walls. And then students from the art center or from the art institution for U of L came in and made it their own so that it would be a glassmaking building, which is when the glassmaking started. So it not only doubles as an art center, but it also is the glassmaking classroom, and that's where I'm gonna get to go to do my classwork.
So, and
Yeah.
so what time do you have class making? Is that the first class you have for the day, and then you go to ASL?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So glassmaking runs from 9:45 a.m. to 12:25.
So
And I'm
parking's
gonna get
easier there?
yes, because they are gonna give me a parking pass, which like today I had to get a parking ticket and get like ticket validation, but
Yeah.
towards February when that starts, I'll get a parking pass. And then after February, I'll have the parking pass, and then they'll give us a door code, so then I'll have 24/7 access to the building.
And then you drive to campus for ASL,
Yes, where
correct?
I bought a parking pass today to
Right.
park by the stadium, so that I could just hop on the bus and ride over to my class.
Okay. And then will you likely have to leave earlier than you did today? Like I know you have me at waking you up at 8:45. Is 45 minutes enough time to get there, park, and be sitting in your seat to start?
Um,
I'm gonna say no.
mm, no. I mean, it's because I got up earlier. I got up at like 8:20, so I was out of the house at 8:45, and I had like 15 minutes ish to spare before the class was supposed to start. But since everybody showed up at like 9:30, that's when the class began.
Okay.
So
So
yeah.
overall, what's your impression of both classes? Do you feel like you're gonna enjoy them?
Oh yeah. I already know I'm gonna enjoy the ASL one because it's the same teacher that I had last semester. So hip hip hooray. I just get to keep developing the skill. I met somebody new today before my ASL class who is in ASL. And she's studying it as well. So I met another person. And then that person knew somebody that I met last semester. So me and the both of them are now friends. So I'm hoping that I'll get to see her next Monday when I go, and that she's gonna be in the same spot she was last time, because then that just means I get more time to practice my ASL. Um, I'm gonna make a group chat with the two of them and be like, "Hey, do we all want to go and find like a time in the lab so we can go and study together, or do we want to sit down and do this?" So I'm gonna try and work on making more ASL related friends. I missed the first Def Coffee of the year because it was last Friday, and I didn't realize that counted as the first week of January, but it does. So I'm gonna go to the next one if possible. And the one of the girls said that they were definitely going, so I'm so excited to go and to see them. And yeah, I mean, both classes were really cool. I'm excited to get the glassmaking one because I get to make more than just cups. And from the inference that I got, I can basically make almost anything that I can put my mind into making, just as long as I have the time to make it, and I guess the approval by the teacher, because we have a lot of materials, and it's like a lot of stuff to make glass and everything. So it's just a matter of, I guess, getting
Right.
approval and then, following through with the vision.
So
I want an ornament.
You're
can
not
you
getting
do
that.
that? Can you make stuff that you can give for gifts?
I mean, yeah, but that's not the point of the class, and that's not what I'm going to be spending my time making.
I understand that, but I was just asking you, could you?
Yeah.
From the moment,
So
I mean,
from the moment
potentially.
she said, I can pretty much make anything that I put my mind to, a bunch of things popped in my head, but the one that stuck is, you can do it. Put your back into it.
That's basically what I'm gonna be doing. I
So
mean,
for
my teacher doesn't want us to
so
make cups and ornaments and stuff. He wants us to make, like, creative pieces of art, and I want to do that. Like, that's what I wanna do this semester. I want to make these gorgeous
so
glass
from now
sculptures.
on, whenever Lil starts thinking about like what her next idea is gonna be for whatever she's gonna make in her glass making class, that song's gonna pop in her head. She's just gonna be like, "You can do it. Put your back into it."
Ellie, didn't you want to go with Lil last year or last semester to one of these ASL coffees?
Yeah, but they have them after Fridays or on Fridays, and I work morning shift, so the
And then we have to turn
probability
right around and work another morning shift.
right, so normally Fridays I'm just trying to get home and take a
Yeah,
shower.
I was
which
gonna
is
say
fair.
I call Fridays shit shower sleep days because those are the only things on the list when I get home.
Which is so
Well,
fair.
maybe they'll have some other special event through the semester or on a day that you can go so you can experience. Because I know you seemed really interested in it at
I
some
mean,
point.
undoubtedly, they will have different events, but, I I don't know, like, how much your ASL has developed since the break, or if you've even done anything at all. So I don't want to,
I think
like,
that's
push
part of
you
the
into
reason
this
she wanted
coffee
to
if you don't
go
know.
was to be in a scenario where she could develop it.
This is true.
You're
You
right.
just,
I
I
mean,
mean,
that's kind of the purpose. Yep.
yeah, the literally, like, the only limitation that you have at Deaf Coffee is no talking. That's it. Absolutely no talking whatsoever. So yeah,
Okay. Well,
that's
so
about it.
what is your class you're taking online?
That's my communications class. I hold on, I can look up the name of it because I don't remember the name of it. It's a communications
It's
class.
okay. Communications is fine. You and does is so that you can do yes, you in the back.
You're taking a communications class not in person?
Yes.
She took communications
I
last
did that last
semester
semester. Yeah,
online.
I took a communications class last semester online.
Kind of
Okay.
defeats the point of a communications class, if you ask me.
Well, communications does not necessarily mean a verbal communication. You can write.
Yeah, I mean, my topic was just about my first day of classes.
Yeah.
I really like the area. I'm excited to do glass making, and it's just gonna require me to put a lot of time into it. Like, a necessary part of the glassmaking class is our blowout times. So we have specific times that we are allowed to be in the class outside of class time to do, glassmaking and glass blowing and all that. So when those times, we have to be teamed up because we're not allowed to be in the hot glass workshop without a partner. So I have specific times that I have to be there because the other person has to be there as well, and we'll be switching back and forth to do our projects. So I have to show up for these, things. And I'm really excited to do that because it kind of like it forces me to think a lot more about my time management that I have been able to do in my last semesters. So I'm excited to go and be like more disciplined in time management because I
Oh
need that
yeah.
kind of discipline.
I
But yeah,
understand that. I need to be more disciplined too
yeah.
in
I'm
everything
ready
I
to
want to
crack
do.
down on this semester and do
At
all of
at the
the work.
risk of making another joke,
Oh,
whenever you have
you've
your
made a
blowout
joke.
time,
You've made a joke. Uh,
I thought they were funny. Uh,
make sure
I
you
thought
hold
you
a
can do
little
it, put
thing
your
up that
back into
says
it was
laugh
funny.
next time because I've sarcasm, I think is what it was. But go ahead.
Lil laughed at you can do it, put your back into it.
I did.
Oh,
I'm
that's
probably
the
gonna use
joke.
that.
Okay.
But at the risk of making another one, when you have your blowout time, do you get to go, yoo-hoo, fix my blowout?
No, when I have my blowout time, I get to go and blow into hot glass.
Oh, I blow hot air all the time. That's nothing different for
I'm
me.
aware. We're aware that you blow hot air.
Okay.
See?
So is that
Jokes.
it, Lil?
I'll be here all night.
Yeah,
Is
I'm
that
good. I'm good.
okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Well, thank you. Welcome back. We appreciate you being here. If you need to jump off so you can go sleep, just please let us know that's what you're getting ready to do before you jump off. But who would like to go next? Anna, Ellie?
So over Christmas break,
Okay.
This is I know you all saw in the like group chat with like Amy and all of them. I said that I was using Mo's gift card. It was actually Mo's gift card and Aunt Gwen's gift card, so you can let her know that it went towards it too. Towards this shelf back here. So it's where obviously I already have my record player and stuff on there right now. I don't have my records on it yet, but they're obviously gonna go on there. And then I completed a couple of my vinyl collections. One of them
Okay.
is thanks to Ellie.
Oh, look at you,
She got
Ellie.
me
Stepping it up.
the one Morgan Wallen album that I didn't have. I was able to get the missing variant of The Life of a Showgirl that I did not have, which is this one. So now
Okay.
I have all 5 variants of The Life
In
of a Showgirl.
vinyl. In vinyl.
Yeah,
Don't you
in
have them
vinyl.
in a CD as well?
Well, she only made 4 on CD, but yes, I have
Okay,
those
but you
as
have
well.
them all.
When I had initially placed my order for this variant, I thought I got the yellow, but I guess I had ordered the blue. So this is the one that I originally got, and the vinyl is obviously blue to match the lettering. A more well-prepared person would have pulled this out ahead of time, but like Mom said, only one of us came with questions. So this is the color of the blue vinyl,
Okay.
and it's pretty and everything, but it doesn't pop as much as the other one. And once I saw the pictures online, I determined I wanted that one more. So she re-released all of the variants. That's why I had an opportunity to buy the one I was missing and this one. So this is what the cover looks like. So you can see the letters are
Yep.
yellow instead.
Yep.
And like I said, I think this pops more than the blue.
It does. It does.
And then I think the vinyl is exponentially prettier.
Oh, yes. Agree.
So I
So
don't
will
know what.
any of those go into that thing I got you?
No, what you got me was the Tortured Poets Department. So that's a different album.
I thought it was just a Taylor Swift thing. Then you could put all of them in there. I didn't realize.
I mean, technically you can put any vinyls in there, but like it was specifically made for the width of the 4 variants of the Tortured Poets Department that she made. Like, hold on, I'll look. What you got me was this. So, first of all, it has the Tortured Poets Department like album logo on it. If you see, like it's perfectly wide enough for the 4 variants that she made of this album.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you've got all 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I wanted it, because I already had all 4, and then she came out with this. So now I officially have all the variants. I even have an extra because I have 2 of this album cover. I also got a 7-inch vinyl while we were out, which is also Taylor Swift, but it's just the
What do you
Fate of
mean while
Ophelia,
we were out?
like while we were on break.
Oh, okay.
But it's the Fate of Ophelia on 7-inch. You can see it's got glitter in it.
That's pretty cool. I like that one.
And then right before we left, I was able to order, right before we went on break, right before we left for Georgia, literally that night, I was able to order this. I was very lucky that it came out like in the middle of the night, or maybe it was before we left. I don't know. But it popped up on my little bot in the middle of the night. So I was able to finally get one. It is a copy of The Life of Showgirl with a hand-signed insert from Taylor.
And that's a CD?
Yes. So it's just the original version of the CD, but it has the hand-signed photo.
So how many versions of that CD do you have?
Well, I gave 2, so I had 2 single CDs. It was basically like this, but on CD. I had 2 of those too, but I gave them to Bean. But now I guess I have 5 because I have 2 of these, but one is the hand-signed photo, and then I have the separate, like, exclusive versions.
The ones we bought at Target.
Yeah.
Well,
We
not
also
we,
we
you.
also we also bought this one at Target. It
Mhm.
just didn't have a signed photo. Yeah, I didn't buy this to get another copy of this CD. I bought this because that's how you get
You
the
get this.
photo.
The resale values on those are probably really good.
That they are. Well, that's also if you don't take them out of the cellophane, which I did, because I don't plan on ever
So
selling this.
that's okay. As your beneficiary, I'll take care of all of that for you.
I was gonna say the resale values on
eBay,
these
here I come.
the resale value on these vinyls are high too, because that's why I had to wait for her to restock them. I was gonna say
As I
this
said, as your beneficiary, at least I have something to look forward to.
this only cost me like $20 on her site. The resale value, like they're on eBay right now for easily $100, and that's not even close to the value of this one.
I think it's pretty amazing. Like, I think about when you were kids and thinking, when you look at your kid and think, what is it that you're really going to be passionate about when you get older? I would have never picked albums, music for Anna. However, that is what she got for Christmas or for her birthday and Christmas every year is whatever artist would just put out an album, a CD, that's what she would get. And
I was
who
gonna
knew
say
it would turn into this?
you literally got me Fearless one year for my birthday. Yeah, that same year. And back to your whole thing of I have one of the most like diverse music tastes of anybody I think that year for my birthday, if I remember correctly, I got Fearless, the Jonas Brothers, and Fall Out Boy.
I don't know that I remember those were all on the same birthday, but I remember getting all of those for you. So
No, they were, because Infinity on High came out the same year as Fearless. That's
okay.
That's the Fall Out Boy album with Thanks for the Memories, in case anybody was wondering.
I was wondering, but I wasn't gonna like call it out.
Well,
Anna, did you put your
you
Christmas
probably
decorations up?
you probably still don't even know what song that is that I mentioned, Mom. Yeah,
Oh.
Ellie might. Actually, if you want to see what Kim Kardashian looked like before all of her plastic surgery, go watch that music video.
Did you put all your Christmas decorations up? I mean, meaning did you take the box of the boxed up Christmas decorations back to your basement?
First of all, they were never in my basement.
Oh, they were in your garage?
No, they're in my attic.
Oh, that
They're
room.
the things.
Okay.
Yeah. You mean did I take my Christmas tree down that had nothing on it and put it back in its bag and then take everything upstairs? Yeah, I did.
Was that it? Anna, I should ask you that. So sum up your.
Oh, I said something to Mom the other day. I just want to make this a blanket statement for all of y'all. I know I have a lot of vinyls on my giftful. Not all of them have to be brand new. The links on the giftful are to the new vinyls, because if I put a link from, like eBay or something like that where they're reselling them and then that vinyl gets sold, that link will no longer work. So
Makes
the vinyl,
perfect sense.
yeah, the vinyl records that I have listed on my giftful don't necessarily have to be new. You can obviously check on eBay for them. One of my favorite places to look for records, like when I'm buying them for myself, for used records in good condition, they literally have to list the condition when they're listing them, is a place called Discogs. I have it as an app, but you can also just use the website. Let me see.
Can you go through all of this again in August?
Yes, but the app looks like this right here.
Okay.
So yeah, they don't have to be new, because I know when you're looking at the price of new vinyl, it's kind of expensive, especially when artists are putting out longer and longer albums that make the albums, 2, 3, even 4 records a piece.
To be honest, I probably never made it to look at the price because like I told you when you called the other day, I get so overwhelmed by the sheer number that you have that, I wish there was a way you could like number them because if I'm going to, if an album or a vinyl is $30, but I could get one you absolutely want for 50 or 60, I would rather do that. I would rather have you one that you wouldn't normally buy yourself.
Like you said, you can't necessarily rank them on Giftable, but I can star them, yeah. I didn't hear you, but I saw what your mouth was saying. I can star the ones that like I would like more than the others. I never
I would
really put them
appreciate that.
I never really put them on there with the intention of, ever having to rank them. I think at this point there's too many to try to rank them. There's a couple where like I already have a couple by the artist and I want to round out the collection. So I can definitely star those.
Can you do that for your Loungefly bags as well? Like if there's a character you don't have and you would rather, like, for example, you would rather have a Woody one over a Buzz one because you already have a Buzz one.
I know I want Maleficent. Like the Maleficent and Sleeping Beauty. Like I treat them separately because I like the Maleficent movies. And obviously Sleeping Beauty is my favorite princess. I don't think I have a Sleeping Beauty or a Maleficent yet.
Well, I'm saying, can you go and heart those
I can,
on your
yeah.
giftful? Okay. And I hope they'll bring those to the front, like to the top of the list.
It will. I do have it. You could set it that way to where when you view your list, it puts the starred items at the top.
Well, I'm working on my list for Arbor Day. Y'all tune in.
Ellie is upset that Arbor Day is not an official holiday.
I'm going to go to the next union meeting and lobby it. We need that day off.
What day even is Arbor Day?
And Earth Day.
I was going to say, I think you'd be better. I think your chances.
Earth Day is a holiday.
Your chances would be better with Earth Day than Arbor Day because at least people know what day of the year Earth Day is.
I don't.
When is it?
420.
No, it's not 420.
I thought it was April 30th.
420.
Or like April 12th or something.
Did you say 420?
Well,
that's celebrating a plant that came from the earth.
Isn't it 419 or something like that? It's right there by it.
Max's birthday is 420. Although I don't think he's very high.
I think it's April 22nd. It's 422.
Oh, okay.
And it's usually, it's on April 22nd every day.
So we can see how I made the leap.
Arbor Day is on April 24th.
Aren't they? So isn't Arbor Day and Earth Day like kind of the same thing?
No. Arbor Day focused specifically on planting and celebrating trees. It's the last Friday in April, promoting stewardship through tree care, while Earth Day, April 22nd, is a broader global event for general environmental awareness and action on issues like pollution, climate change, and conservation.
Well, I feel like if they want people to care about Arbor Day more, they should probably move it away from Earth Day.
Arbor Day started in 1872. Earth Day started in 1970.
Ellie?
I'm sick. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I really don't have a topic, and my head really hurts. I'm just trying to make it through.
I called her. I did call her today, and she said, "I'm fighting illnesses." I thought she was going to be sarcastic. I asked what illnesses. I was waiting for the sarcastic response of anxiety, or not anxiety. That's me. Arthritis. That illness.
That's not a sarcastic comeback when it's factual. I do fight that disease every single day, or that illness. But I don't know. I feel like I'm just have like the cold or like allergies or something. But I've been around a lot of people that now have the flu. So I'm really hoping it's not the flu. Yeah.
Well, I think you sound better than you did this morning when I brought you medicine. Or last night when I brought you broccoli and cheddar soup, so you didn't have to drink or eat that chicken broth and heavy cream.
It was disgusting.
Yeah.
I did. Did you drink tea, Ellie? Yeah. I told her, because I remembered you all got some of that tea from Elizabeth's bridal shower. So I told her to drink some of that tea. It would help her throat.
Do you think it helped, Ellie?
No, I mean, it just, like, kind of soothed it, but it didn't really, like, cure anything.
I never said it would cure anything.
I mean, I'm just saying. And when I go home, I'm gonna eat more broccoli and cheddar soup.
You still have quite a bit left?
Yeah, like half the container.
I got her, the size was called a group size. They gave me 4 bowls, 4 spoons, and a ladle.
And it was bigger than this cup.
Oh, the ladle
Full
was
of
bigger
soup.
than that cup?
No, the bowl of soup that they gave me was bigger than this cup.
That doesn't look
Was
like
it
a very
wider?
big cup.
It was longer and wider than this cup. Like, it was much bigger than this cup. I was just trying to find
okay.
something of reference.
I was ready to say, because for it to be like in a similar size group to that cup, that ain't group size.
So overall, you were happy with the amount that you got?
I'm very pleased. I'm a little disappointed that they didn't give you the pot through the window. Like, that's what I really wanted. I texted her and I said, asked them for the biggest. At first I said, ask them for the largest container they sell. And then I said, forget that. Just give me the pot that you have on the burner in the back and let me have it.
Well, instead, I got the biggest container that they sold. That's what I got you. It was like $22.
And you're going to get your full $22 worth. Well, at least I'm going to get it for you.
I was going to say, I'm going to get it.
I mean, if it wasn't for that broccoli and cheddar soup, she might not be able to be on this podcast right now.
And the medicine I took her this
She'd
morning.
be malnourished.
I've had at least 2 Slim Jims.
I'm trying to help you. Shut up.
I'm just saying, I've had 2 Slim Jims and broccoli and cheddar soup. I mean, that's literally that's like the bare minimum of food that I feel like I'm supposed to eat. And so I'm probably gonna lose even more weight, which since we made my podcast episode, I don't even remember what weight number I said on there. Do you know?
72.
Oh, wow. So I've lost another 9 pounds since we recorded that podcast. I'm now at 149, and I've lost a total of 81 pounds since March of 2025. And so, yeah, I think I'll lose even more because I haven't been eating a lot. I need to go to the gym, though, and start lifting weights and get more, like, toned.
I do want to just mention, if you had watched your episode, you would know that I actually put a note on there to say, as of the editing of this podcast, she's lost.
I got like 20 minutes into our episode, and then I had to start getting ready for work, and I just didn't go back to it.
Okay.
I did start a little bit of Anna's too, but I also got distracted.
Well, I would like to say that I listened to all of them.
You edit them.
I was going to say, I don't think you can really call it listening.
Well, I mean, that's what I have to do to edit.
Because Ellie said something about getting distracted. And, since I'm over here coloring. It reminded me that I think I accidentally came up with a really good analogy for being overstimulated, like how to describe being overstimulated as a neurodivergent person to what is regularly neurotypical people. I didn't get to run this by my other neurodivergent friend, which is Cassie. In case you all wanted to know, we really do just share the same brain cell. And it's not even a fully functioning brain cell. The analogy that I came up for because I had to explain it to somebody at work, and it was, imagine everything that you can perceive through all 5 of your senses. So that's smell, taste, touch, hear. My ears are covered. Smell, taste, touch, see, and hear. So imagine that everything you can perceive through any one of your senses at any given time is actually a noise that you can hear. So at any given moment, anything that's going on that you could perceive through any of your 5 senses is actually a noise that's like coming into your brain. And when you think about it that way, I think it makes it easier to understand why somebody who may get overstimulated has to go what? 4 times before they actually hear what you say. I would say most neurotypical people don't understand why a neurodivergent person can't get through the day knowing that the seam on their sock is on the wrong spot.
I
But
can appreciate that. If I
yeah,
feel it or something, I'd be like, I
yeah.
gotta fix it.
But like I said, if you imagine that as another sound, so on top of everything else going through your day, like that's another sound that's crowding your brain because it's the sound of, your brain being like, this doesn't feel right. This is uncomfortable. I need to go fix this.
All right, Ellie. So since you didn't come with a topic, can I consider yours concluded since you don't feel well? So I will move forward with my topic. I think overall we had an amazing Christmas. Did you were y'all happy with everything that you received for Christmas? Um, all the
Yes,
kind of
I
activities?
love my vacuum.
I love my Walla and my ice cream machine.
What do you love, Ellie?
My
Her nightstand.
nightstand, my Funko Pops, my stamp, my vinyls. I got a lot of good stuff.
Please explain your stamp.
So my house, before I
I feel like
purchased
you all
it,
should also explain the Funko Pops.
yes. So the stamp, before I purchased my house, the people who owned it prior used it as a rental property. So many people lived there before me, and the ranges of time that anyone could have spent there is, it varies. So I get all types of people's mail. Like this lady named Emma, I've been getting her social security checks for the past 2 years. Well, year and a half. And so, like, babe, I would be calling them changing my address. Like, what are you doing? And so I've been writing return to sender on everything. And sometimes it's multiple letters or envelopes at a time. One time, Shelby, my bestie, came over and I was standing there filling out my return to sender envelopes. And I was just like, Shelby, if you still need another Christmas gift to get me, I would love a stamp that says return to sender because I'm sick of writing it on like every letter of mail I get. Like 90% of the mail isn't even for me. So I just would really appreciate that. And sure enough, she got me one off of eBay. And I was so freaking excited. I was stamping everything. And yeah, it's sitting on my front, like in my little walkway entry table, just waiting for mail.
It was one of the most excitement you got over any of your gifts was when you opened that stamp.
Because you also got it right before we left for Georgia, and you were literally
Mhm.
just stamping random pieces of paper before we left.
I really enjoyed it. And then our Funko Pop. So mom had on her giffle that she wanted the Glinda and Elphaba Funko Pops. So I got them for her. They were not on my giffle at all. But somehow I think I opened Glinda first. And then I was like, okay, so I know this one's Elphaba. And the whole time, like after I'd opened mine, I'm like, I got mom. Like I'm pretty sure I'd gotten mom these exact same Funko Pops. I couldn't remember because I'd purchased them so early. Like I think I got them like late November, like on a Black Friday sale. And so I couldn't remember if I had really gotten them or not. And so when she was opening my gifts to her, I was just like, at some point she's gonna realize we got each other the exact same thing.
I thought it was cute.
I thought that was the funniest thing, just watching you all open the exact same Funko Pops. I think it would have been funnier if we'd had Mom open her presents before we opened ours.
Yeah, because then she would have known that she had gotten it for me. And she probably would have slipped and said something.
She would have. She would have been like, "Are you kidding?" And that's
She was
how
like,
we
"Oh my God, no way." Like she would like catch herself midway.
But it would have already been too late. Like we'd have been able to know by the reaction. One of us would have immediately been like, "So Ellie has the exact same Funko Pop somewhere in her sack."
Or Anna, like I feel like that could have been. Oh no, it would have been me because I got her those, and that's what it would have made her.
Yeah.
Freak out was that she got them for me too. Yeah, it was really funny.
Well, I enjoyed everything that I got, and I just enjoyed being with you all the most. The other topic
I am a treat.
I was going to mention that I have made myself a 2026 bingo card. And go ahead, Ellie.
That's a board, not a card.
I was gonna say, are you about to read all of these? Because I've watched the TikToks.
I've only done 2, but no, I'm not. I was just going to go over 3. The third one came out today. I was just going to go over the headers. So I've done bingo cards, and it focuses on business goals, interpersonal goals, new goals, growth goals, and optional goals. So these are goals that I would like to achieve throughout the 2026 year.
Before you get too into it, I was just going to let you know that I was going to go ahead and dip out so I can go to bed. You told me to let you all know, and I didn't want you to get too far into it before I
Okay.
to pop out. So I hope you all enjoyed my presence here as much as I did.
Yes, we did, Lil.
Better.
Love
and
you.
I hope your cash stops sparking. And I love
Love
you.
you. We're almost done too. So love you, Lil.
Wait for it.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
So yes, that's was just wanted to go over that. I have sometimes I feel like my eyes are bigger than my stomach. It's a lot. We'll see what I can accomplish by the end of the year. What's with the face?
Is that a saying that your mouth is bigger than your eyes?
Your eyes are bigger than your stomach, meaning you got more on your plate than your stomach can hold, is what it means.
Oh, so like you bit off more than you can chew.
Yes.
People don't typically use the eyes are bigger than your stomach analogy outside of actually eating. So I think you should just say bite off more than you can chew.
I think I'm going to say whatever in the heck I want to say. No one understands that that's on them. I'm just going to use whatever I want.
I would argue if your goal was to have a TikTok audience, you would like for them to understand it.
And I think mine does. Now your
TikTok generation gets it.
Clock it.
That's because they're all losing their IQ points slowly every day.
We get better and better every day, girl. So next week, please come with topics. Do we want to theme our topics? Is that something? Do you all want me to come up? No. Do y'all want me to make a new tradition and come up with the topics?
No, the new tradition is no more traditions.
And talk about one general topic, or just continue to do 4 different topics? Ellie, what's your opinion?
I like having 4 individual topics, but also some people don't always bring topics. Like sometimes Anna sucks at bringing a topic and doesn't bring one for weeks, or Lil doesn't bring a topic, or she just talks about the randomest things. So maybe some would be good to have a general discussion on.
I feel like it's already hard for us to consistently show up, like for me and for Lil, maybe not for you all. But it's already hard for us to consistently show up with topics. And if you make themes, it's just going to put more obstacles in the way of us showing up with topics.
I was thinking if it was like a general discussion and the topic was already chosen, you just throw your opinion, which let's not act like you're short of, ma'am. Then, we could have a good discussion about it. Like what happened to JFK. We could get into a discussion. Anna, they're dropping a documentary about it
They have
on
hundreds of
Netflix.
documentaries about
I
it.
know, but there's another one, and then there's another movie
Is it
coming
made
out.
by 50 Cent?
No, there's a movie coming out by or it's based off of a Stephen
That
King
was
novel.
funny.
There's,
I'm not watching anything that's based off a Stephen King novel. No,
but
thank you. I live
I think
alone.
it's been out for a long time, and so it's like a history teacher travels back in time and tries to figure out what really happened.
But I think that's what she's saying. Like I could say, okay, let's mix it up a little bit. Next week we're going to talk about I'm just get our favorite movie, and then everybody's going to bring a movie and talk about the movie that is their favorite and why, and blah 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 blah. Our favorite historical moment favorite subject. I don't know, just making something up. So you would have a couple of days to bring your answer, basically, to start your discussion, and that we would all kind of contribute to the same topic. That's what I meant by themes.
Like I said, I think it would be a good idea on days that we have, or like, just every couple of weeks, you text us and you're like, this week's topic is going to be bloop, bloop, bloop. And then we all bring in our opinions about bloop, bloop, bloop.
I mean, we can play a game, like trivia type games on here. I know, not smartass, but you know what I mean? Like, we could do that and keep score. We don't all have to be in the same room to do that.
I was going to say, I did really like whenever we played that one game between us and we had to see who knew each other better. I liked that. I liked that game.
So I've got that ruins upstairs. We could do that, something like that. We could even play like this chain thing.
No, I hated that game.
Okay, well then you could just
It was in
watch it.
60s trivia, so it
I
got her.
know, right? Pop culture.
No, it was like some of the things didn't make sense.
But we could, like, I got a game upstairs that asks kind of those questions that you're talking about.
Are you like we could ask each other, are you smarter than a fifth grader questions?
Yeah, I mean that's an alternative to doing the same thing over and over. And I think that's, as an audience, people would like that variety.
I also seen this thing that the podcast that I listen to, they do this, and it's like a hidden word game, and you have to they did it with football players during their interviews, their post-game interviews. You would have to you'd have to get in a specific word, and if you got caught using your word, then you lost or whatever. So, like, for example, my word would be rainbow, and I would have to randomly work that into a sentence. And if you heard it and you're like, is your word rainbow? Like, why are you saying rainbow?
So we don't know what our word is, or you all don't know what my word is, and you all have to try to guess it. I like that. We could do
Yes.
that. That's a good idea.
I might need more instructions.
So I would get a word, you would get a word, mom would get a word. Okay?
How do you get assigned the word?
You just do random word generation on Google. They bring up random words. And you have to work that word in. So you could get a random word like Ferris wheel. And you have to say Ferris wheel at some point during the podcast. And then at the end of the podcast, we reveal if we were able to get our word in or not, unless people, caught your word while you were speaking.
So I feel like the same trait of my brain that makes me very good at trivia, which is just, the trait of, I can't remember what day of the week it is, but I have a ton of useless knowledge.
She knows who the inventor of the Band-Aid was. You don't know what day of the week it is, but you know who created the Band-Aid.
Yeah. Well, I know what bubble wrap was intentionally used for. Let's say that instead.
Well, so she's saying there's a link here that says random word generator. So you're just clicking on
No,
it.
I understand that. Like, now I understand the game. I'm just saying, like, the same trait that the same part of my brain that stores useless knowledge also stores a lot of useless song lyrics. And since I like to talk about music a lot, I feel like that's going to be very easy for me to slip words in. Because as soon as she said Ferris wheel, my brain would immediately.
Both. So how many times do we count how many times we say it, or we just see if somebody can guess it? And okay. I like that. I think we
You
should
just
try.
have to like slide it in.
Both of those words I've already connected to a Taylor Swift song.
Okay. Well, hopefully you get the word boat and Ferris wheel.
But it's about being able to say it and people not knowing that that's your word. Like, you want to be able to get to the end of the podcast without someone calling you out.
But I think Anna could easily do that if she related it to song lyrics, because she's constantly talking about song lyrics and we probably wouldn't even notice it. Where she starts talking about, yeah, there was this one song, I just got this album. And I mean, she could be totally lying to us, where she just got this new 7-inch album and she could show us the same album she just showed us. And we're probably not going to know. And she's going to say, yeah, this is the day I went on the Ferris wheel.
Literally, the Ferris wheel song is from The Life of a Showgirl. It's in Eldest Daughter.
Okay, well, we don't know that, Anna, and we're just trying to come up with a way to explain it. Okay, so I love that idea. We're going to work that in and play the games and all that kind of stuff. I think that's just some good ways of mixing it up a bit. So let's do something like that next time. Does that sound good? We could play the game. We could play a game and do the word game. Or is it just one thing? So what do we want to do next time?
Yeah,
because if
we're playing a game, first of all, why does it have to be next time? Secondly, if we're
why wouldn't it be? Why are you wanting to wait?
Because we just started, and here we go with new traditions.
What?
We just started back up, and you're already like, well, let's do something new. Literally our first episode back. Calm down.
Well, I've been editing on the podcast all this time. I've not gotten a break. So you calm down. I want to do something different.
To the other point, if
I'm cutting that shit out because that was rude, Anna.
If we're playing a game, if we're playing a game, we can't also play the word game.
Okay, that's
because
fine.
The answers to whatever game we're playing, like, you just might not be able to have the opportunity to put your word in.
Whatever. Okay. All right. Well, thank you to everyone for tuning in to the Coplan Cabana. We live in the south end of Louisville, Kentucky, at the Coplan Cabana, where Kimmy does all the work and they're just here for the show at the Coplan Cabana. Cha cha cha. So stay tuned next week for season 2, episode 2 of the Coplan Cabana, and we'll podcast you later. Toodaloo.